In this video, I'll present our work on body part-based representation learning for occluded person re-identification. The goal of person re-identification, or simply re-ID, is to tell if two person images belong to the same identity or not. To solve the task, we generally use Siamese networks to output two features and then compute their distance in the feature space, with a small distance indicating a correct match. The architecture you see here is called a global method because the model output a single global feature for each input. In the figure below, we illustrate a query, which is the person of interest, and the top 7 retrieved samples with the smallest distance to the query. Correct and incorrect matches are indicated with green and red borders. As you can see, we have a lot of incorrect matches because of the orange car. It happens because global re-ID methods are very sensitive to occlusions. The popular approach to address the occluded re-ID task is to use part-based methods. Part-based methods output one feature for each part of the input image. When comparing two persons, we only use the parts that are visible on both of them. In this example, we do not use the legs features to compare these two players because the legs of the left player are occluded. Global re-ID methods cannot achieve such part-to-part matching. However, training a part-based model is challenging for two reasons. The first challenge is that re-ID datasets are not provided with human parsing labels. Moreover, external pre-trained models for human parsing are inaccurate. We must therefore find a way to teach the model to localize the different body parts. The second challenge is that learning local representations from global identity labels is not straightforward. Indeed, standard contrastive losses, such as the triplet loss or the identity loss, cannot be directly applied to local features for two reasons. Firstly, some parts might be occluded and hurt the training process. Secondly, two different identities might have similar body parts. A single body part is therefore not sufficient to tell a person apart. For that reason, applying a contrastive loss on a single body part can be harmful to performance. In this work, we propose a novel attention mechanism and a novel loss to address these two challenges. Before introducing our contributions, let's start with an overview of our proposed method, BPB re-ID. The input image is first passed to a global feature extractor to generate a spatial feature map G. We then add an attention branch that produces one heatmap for each body part. We train this body part attention module as a classification task, with coarse human parsing labels as targets. These labels are generated with an external pose estimation model. These heatmaps are then used to perform local pooling of the spatial feature map. It produces one embedding and one visibility score for each body part. 3 other holistic embeddings containing global information are then produced: the concatenated feature, the foreground feature, and the global feature. All these part-based and holistic features are then passed to the GILT loss, our novel loss to train part-based methods. In this architecture, our first contribution is the body part attention module, designed to address the first challenge introduced before. The attention module receives 2 training signals from both the identity and part prediction objectives. Thanks to that end-to-end training with dual supervision, it produces attention weights that are much more accurate and specialized for re-ID. The second contribution is our GILT loss. The GILT loss is designed to address the second challenge introduced before. GILT means Global Identity Local Triplet and is a combination of 2 losses: a custom part average triplet loss applied on all part-based embeddings and an identity loss applied on all 3 holistic embeddings. GILT is designed to be robust to occlusions and non-discriminative local appearance. As you can see on the heatmaps, our model is able to precisely localize all the body parts. It also produces much better ranking results with fewer occlusions issues than other methods. BPB re-ID achieves state-of-the-art performance on 3 occluded and 2 holistic re-ID datasets. For more information, please have a look at our paper. You can also have a look at our framework for part-based re-identification on GitHub. Thanks for watching.